What's up, everybody? Anybody there to chat? Anybody there to chat? We've lost communication. There's only enough rations for 3 more souls. Perhaps it is time to eat my co-pilot. Perhaps it is time to eat my co-pilot. Maybe it's time I eat my co-pilot. We only have enough food for 3 more souls. Is there anybody out there to communicate? Is there anybody out there to chat? We only have enough food for 3 more souls. Maybe it's time I eat my co-pilot. Maybe it's time I eat my co-pilot, co-pilot, co-pilot. What's that smell? What's that smell? What's that smell? Okay, guys, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't had a lot going on today, so I figured I'd be productive. Do some 5 favorite Fridays. Yeah, dude, there were so many I left out on the 5 favorite Fridays. I mean, that sometimes it might have to be 10 because Dave Eggers, not Dave Eggers, I always say Dave Eggers, the other Eggers. Robert Eggers is so good, and Ari Aster, I would get excited for his next film, which is called The Green Knight or something, which looks awesome. And you know what, truth be told, I get excited for Christopher Nolan and stuff like that. So there's so many more. And so, but those are just, it's just to create talking points. Anyway, Kevin, you also have been on fire. Hey, McCavity, I'm using, if you're watching this later, I have the little mustache comb you gave me. I told my students that a fan sent me a birthday gift of some Mexican soda and a comb, and they were like, "It sounds like that guy's grooming you." And I just started laughing. I was like, "Yeah, you guys are so. I'm glad you think like that because the internet is that sinister, and I'm glad you protect yourself. But like, no, trust me, McCavity is not grooming me." And if he's grooming me, I accept, dude. We're friends. Let's hang out. Jiffy Pop, yeah. Oh, yeah, because Iggy Pop corrected itself to Iffy Pop. Jiffy Pop is a pretty good name for a band. Uh, good old Jiffy Pop. Um. Anyway, yeah. Uh, I have to stand up for a second. Think of a question you'd like to ask me, and I'll answer it when I sit back down. I just have to adjust something. Oh, Galaxy 1175. Thank you for saying dope gear. What gear do you have? I had gas real bad, which is gear acquisition syndrome, which you just feel like I gotta buy more, and then the government kept giving up me checks, and I was like, ugh, I didn't budget for this extra money. I must spend it then instead of putting it in a lovely CD account or something, which I think buys CDs or something. Let me stand up for a second. I have to check something over here. There's something up here I have to check. Oh, weird. The volume went up. Ugh. Cold in here. It's so cold in here you can almost see your breath. Look. That's how cold it is here in Boston. Truth is, actually, it snowed today in Boston. And there was like an inch and a half of slush on the ground. It was horrible. I was like, oh my God. April 16th. Um, oh, yeah, I didn't know. I didn't plan this. Um, yeah, there's going to be maybe, yeah, maybe, I don't know. I think it's cool to do hangouts, but normally, oh wait, now it's saying it's not connected. I don't know why that is. Hopefully it is connected. Anyway, what'd you say holy hell for? Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna regularly. I don't know. I don't think that. Certainly SunPiss things. This is just a SunPiss thing because I was playing with the modular, and that first track, I really was like all, well, I don't know, that the first thing that I played, I wanted to just kind of get it down, and I was like, oh, this might be interesting because it was evolving nicely. And then of course the second I turned on the, went live and started like playing with it, I didn't like go the way I wanted to, so I just started uh going through some of the old tracks on the OPZ because I've been having so much fun sending them through the modular. Because basically anybody who's into this stuff, what I've been doing is there's a couple ports in the back of this doodad right here that allow me to kind of control things in here. But also you can just take the audio out, like the audio like that you would just listen to with your headphones. And I have a little module here called ears, and it can listen to like an audio signal, because these other cables, although they're different colors and everything, they're just sending little electrical impulses essentially. And some of them are carrying audio, but most of them are just like little voltages which control the little things, which seems really confusing. But once you do it a couple times, it's result based. So you just do it a couple times and go, okay. Like there's like like a monkey could eventually learn it, is what I'm saying. Like I don't understand the science of any of this. Well, very little of it. But oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah. So it went well. And holy hell, yes, for the snow, of course. Yeah, it was like snow and slush and everything in Boston, in my area, and it wasn't supposed to come into the city. So like everybody was like, "What the heck, son of a biscuit," especially Odie, who I don't think has gone number 2 today. So we'll have to so yeah, maybe I'll none of these tracks have titles or anything. But so yeah, sending things into ears so that all the kind of funky do's things that I can do on this, which is all digital. That's the problem. This thing is like it's not made by Lego. That's just a sticker. Anyway, I don't know. I don't want to go into it. It's better as it just ends up being like a really good drum machine. I'm struggling to do good drums in the Euro rack. If anybody does this stuff, Oh yeah, so yeah, the OPZ is called Teenage Engineering. Did you look them up? Because yeah, they just hit their 10-year mark, and they just like, I'm confused about it too. I guess they signed with another. They like joined forces with another company because they were really small and doing things like in like a very, gee, that's standing up really made me lose my train of thought. Must have a rush of blood to the head or something. But yeah, I don't know. I think they're going big. They're about to go big time, which might suck. You know, everything might go to crap. But the thing is that their like quality has been suspect sometimes. People have a lot of complaints about these buttons sticking or double clicking and these little encoders popping out. And I've experienced basically all of that. But I still think that what this thing can do is so endless and so easy to use that it is kind of the basis of what made me start playing music and stuff. Um, and then the modular stuff, as we talked about, is just like incredibly complicated. But yeah, like OP's, yeah, the Teenage Engineering, man, they got so much style. They're like they're like Apple, Super Apple. Oh, do you guys want to see the accordion? Do your migraines go away? Uh, oh, did your? Oh, sorry, I can't read. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be on, buddy. I wouldn't be on. Yeah, I used to get them kind of like. I guess I don't really want to talk about this because nobody wants to hear about it, and if you get them, you don't want to talk about it. But I started getting when I was like around 12 or so, and the thing I get is I get the aura, which is you can kind of see like a little psychedelic caterpillar in your vision, which I know is the most insane thing ever. Um, and so it was very hard to describe initially, and then eventually they figured out what was happening to me, and yeah, now I don't get them nearly as much. When I was in New York, I got them all the time. And around that time, when my heart is not doing well, I think I get them much more frequently. But no, I get like one a month or something, which is like, it's not too bad. And usually I could take like a lorazepam, which is like a muscle relaxant, and whatever that does helps a lot. And I don't even take a high dose; I take like 1 milligram of it, and some aspirin or Tylenol or whatever, and not even a crazy amount, and just lie in bed. And it's weird, I have to lie on my back, I can't lie on my side. Anyway, that's it. That's all I'll talk about that. But yeah, I mean, if you have any in-depth concerns or questions about why am I looking at that camera? There's no camera there. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at a fucking lens cap. And I didn't even. It's because I'm using the little thing because I want to make sure I get the highest quality when I do the music stuff. So I just use the little shit camera because it doesn't matter. No, it's not like seeing. It's not like. It's sort of like seeing those little floaty amoeba things that we all have, but it's like splits your vision. It's fucking crazy. Like you can't drive really. Yeah, lorazepam's very popular. I mean, that's a benzo, baby. I love me some benzos. Oh, I mean, I don't. That sounds crazy, but no, those are actually really bad to take. Well, first of all, you can't take them and drink by any means, but you also, if you take them, like it's just like one too many days in a row, they can bring on headaches, and they make you feel so good. They really bust you out, but they really bust you out. Should I? I brought my grandfather's accordion from my mom's house. Should I play it? This is kind of a loaded question, I guess, but if people don't, I don't know how to play it, is what I should say, but what does that mean? Oh, explain doctor office, how do doctor offices and prescription reps deal with one another? How does that story work? Write that out because I'm genuinely interested. I mean, you don't have to write it out, but as much as you want to say. Well, I'm gonna grab the accordion. Okay. Oh, Kevin said he bailed on the Heaven's Gate cult. They're his least favorite cult. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. All right. Um, We'll find something to do. I know. Mary, is Mary watching? I don't know. She's probably asleep. I know she had a hard week. You said, but uh, tell her I said good work, chap. Um, oh, the accordion thing. Okay, sorry. This is my grandfather's. He gave it to me a while ago, but I left it at my dad. I don't remember. I don't want to play it. All right, this is what I've learned about it. I looked things up back in the day when he first gave it to me a few years ago, and I remember learning a little bit about the scales or something. But this is just basically a piano. Obviously, it looks like a piano, but it makes a different sound, and it comes out the left side. This is not electric either. This thing's so amazing. All right, so if I just push a C, which I can't even. Okay, this is a C note. And it goes when I, fucking do this. Oh, sorry, that's really loud. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, I bet you know all about this. What is your background Polish? Kev? Or Russian or Polish or something? There's a lot in that area, I think. Also, Polish cinematographers are some of the best cinematographers in the world. This is going to sound like some sort of bigoted Polish joke, but a few days ago, you can look it up. There was in Poland, a woman's like, there's a crazy animal in the tree. She thought it was an iguana or something, and it turned out to be a croissant just stuck in a tree, and she thought it was like she was like, got everybody so panicked that everybody in the neighborhood kept their windows closed and stuff. And it was on BBC News. I'm like, this is fucking news? It's like the little funny story for the day. Croissant scares neighborhood. Anyway, so back to this thing. This does the left side. But then there's all these fucking keys here. Look at there's all these buttons, and these control, and it sounds deeper, like a bassier thing, but it's kind of like different than a chord. I don't know what it is, but listen to what happens when you push one of these buttons. One of them has a little diamond in it that I assume is like so you can center your fingers, but Jesus. It'd be so funny if I were actually super awesome at this and I'd done it a bunch and then I just went crazy. And I fucking poked the fuck out of it. Okay. I'll stop. Okay, let me put this down. I know. I got the mustache and that. I'm almost. In the accordion, I'm almost ready to be in Arcade Fire. I do have. Oh, I found a kick drum kick. The kick for a kick drum on the sidewalk. Let me show you. And I put bells on it. So I found this crappy kick drum, but then I put bells on the kick part so that under my desk I can go. I don't know, you'll probably be able to hear it. Who's that? Santa Claus? What my real plan is to get an old beat up bass drum, but like a kind of a small one. I don't know what's like the smallest bass drum size they make. That doesn't sound like a kid's thing. Maybe it won't even be a drum. Maybe I'll just put like a Homer bucket, you know, those things, like a 5-gallon bucket under there, and saw it up a little bit, just so I can have a kick drum it whenever I want it, like, you know, just so I can boom, 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 whenever I want. It'd be pretty sweet. So those are the instruments. I'm gonna turn this stuff off because some of it runs on batteries. This is winding down. What did you end up saying about the doctor's office? Oh yeah, I get you. There's some pale going on in the. Oh, I guess I have one other instrument I could show you, but I'm not gonna play it. This is my guitar. I got it for $50 used, and it's a piece of crap because I think I've said this before. It has the neck is bent, so the strings are way too high off the neck, so it's really difficult to like hold down a chord. But I like it because it kind of sounds like an AM radio. I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't like. I don't know. That's a good question, Ed. He's asking. I don't. I don't have the answers to that, because also sometimes what I'm doing is not replicatable, and I'm sure the quality on the internet wasn't that great. But this song's for Edward. Won't be on the album. I wish, you know, it'd be cool, like, I want to have a girlfriend that can sing. That would be awesome, because I don't know. People are always like, oh, your voice, I bet you can sing, your voice. I'm like, dude, no, that doesn't mean that at all. Because if I had a pile of sharp knives, it wouldn't mean that I could throw them really well into a wall. Like, being able to sing is like an incredible talent, and you have to train yourself. I mean, I do believe that everybody can eventually learn like some level of pitch, and then, because it's not impossible, you just gotta, like, even if you're tone deaf, you can memorize the vibrations, you know, to a certain degree. I mean, maybe if you're born deaf, or I don't know if that's the right word, excuse me, born without hearing, I think it might be very difficult to learn to sing. But yeah, I don't know. But I bet you could even do it kind of like visually, by like, maybe if you've never had hearing, that's really difficult. But I bet you could teach somebody who's lost their hearing to sing, even though they can't hear their own voice, by it always being, you know, always seeing the scale in front of them. But Dave Grohl can sing, actually. You're right. I mean, he's like a good rock and roll singer, you know? And he can hit the notes. I mean, he's kind of screaming. I mean, I'm not taking, don't get me wrong, I'm not taking Dave Grohl. You're on my list, bro. You're on the shit list. Yeah, the original point was to find a wife through this, but I don't know. I don't want a wife. That's crazy, but I can't. I'm kidding by this playing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not. Sometimes you see people play. Like, it's, I gave my love a chicken. If no stew. No, yeah, Dave Grohl is. I mean, he can when he needs to. I mean, there definitely are songs where he can sing, and he's better than like a lot of other famous lead singer type people. There's a band I really like. Kevin, you might have to come on and say. There's a band. I'm gonna write it in the chat. I mean, it is just how you think it is. It's Viet Cong, like the band. But they separate. Viet Cong like that. And they have a self-titled album that I don't know if it's not for everybody. It's kind of like Joy Division, maybe. I guess it's something similar, kind of like noisy rock and roll, kind of chaotic. You can see me playing a mandolin. Go fuck yourself, Kevin. No, I'm just kidding. I have gone through all the old timey hipster instruments, haven't I? I bet a mandolin. I got a skinny little. Hey, it's Woody B. Oh, let me. What's the song for Woody B? I gave my love a chicken that had no beak, or whatever. It was full of GMOs and tastes like sheet. I ride sheet with beak. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, I wrote Viet Cong there because it's a band that I like. And then I asked one of my students, whatever, because he works at the radio station, so I figured he was up on everything. And I was like, what happened to that band? And he was like, oh, they changed their name to Preoccupations. Which I was like, yeah, that's kind of good, because Viet Cong like brings up a lot of bad vibes. But it was also kind of a perfect name for the band because they are kind of aggressive. So Preoccupations is a little, I don't know. It's okay. I still think that the album's good, but then I read a review that was kind of like, what? That we've changed so much as like a culture that a band kind of feels pressure to change their name, even though it suits them, and they're not trying to be be a major pop band or anything. Like bands like the Dead Kennedys and Joy Division were both given as examples that aren't exactly user friendly, especially, or Steely Dan, even if you know what the derivation of the name is. Some of them are pretty fucked up, but they didn't change their names, and it was fitting to those bands. You guys know what I mean? Does anybody know what I mean? Greta Van Fleet. Ooh, new album came out today. Cool. I'm gonna check that out. I just downloaded the new Godspeed You Black Emperor, which I don't know if you guys are into that. Oh, that's So anyway, Preoccupations, they did a concert in like Juan's basement or whatever it's called. It's like a YouTube series, and it's so good, and he loses his voice halfway through, and he's just like screaming, and it sounds crazy. It really sounds like a really dark, I don't know. It's great. But yeah, Preoccupations. You know what I can do? You know what I'm going to do for you, little boys and girls? I am going to post this link, and it's definitely not for everybody. I mean, it's not like unsafe for work or anything, but I don't know. That might not be for everybody, but that's my shit right there. Anyway, I look like an asshole. Okay, think that's about it. Maybe. Yeah. Preoccupation is just like it's such a non-memorable word. Although I understand why like searching for Viet Cong and stuff on you gotta have a what's that called? There's a term that I heard once when it's like words that are user friendly and that they're easy to spell. Like there's no question on how to spell it, and they're easy to Google, you know. And sometimes they're nonsense words like hulu or whatever, and Yahoo, which I mean, I'm not, you know what I mean. I mean, I think the band should be called Bunker Buster. That was a song on their first album, Bunker Buster, and I think that's cool. Yeah, yeah, I'll do this every once in a while. All right. Um, I'm gonna put this down. All right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So, I'm just gonna put this down here, and put this here, and then 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 put this here. Yeah, there's an 11-second delay between me and the chat. There's an